Right, we're back. Another video. Aren't you lucky? Two videos this weekend. This is another review. It's absolutely gorgeous. We did an absolutely exquisite, a stunning Bachmann steam locomotive yesterday, being the Midland compound, and then today we've jumped ship to Hornby, but the loco is still exquisite, absolutely gorgeous, and there's something really special about this one as well. Can you tell what it is? Can you see it? Isn't it glaringly obvious? What is it about this loco that's unlike anything else that I've ever looked at before? Yeah, did I give it away? It's the first LNER liveried locomotive that I've ever looked at. Because I've done loads of LNER locomotives, such as there's several A4s, there's the B12 that's in the Anglian train sets, but I've not actually ever looked at one that says LNER on the tender. They've always had British Railways, you know, either early emblem or late crest, but this actual locomotive is LNER. London North Eastern Railway, I think it is. It's so rarely that I encounter it that I just had to double check that. But yeah, it's the London North Eastern Railway. So there we have it. It's a B1. There we go. Yes, LNER, a 460 B1 Rhodia, and it's gorgeous. It's absolutely gorgeous. It's one of the few locomotives that I bought just simply because it looked so nice. There's no other reason. I mean, I get tons and tons of questions about, hi Will, what should I buy? Hi Will, what locomotive should I get? Hi, what train set should I get? It's simple. Just get whatever you like the look of. Don't worry about it too much. I hope my reviews help you in making your decisions, but if you like the look of it, then you're going to be pretty happy, I'm sure. Most of the time. Yeah, we'll forget the single wheeler. But most of the time you will be happy. It's a really new locomotive as well. It's a new model, and Hornby have not disappointed. They really haven't. The packaging is really nice. It's very similar to the Bachmann packaging. Look, there we go. And I think everybody's adopting this sort of sleeve, aren't they now, with the block of ice in the middle. Everybody seems to be adopting that now. Well, Helgen are doing something different. But it's a very, very nice packaging. It's a very nice box. I love it. So here we are, Class B1. It's a Thompson locomotive. It's not Gresley. He died suddenly, it says there, and a guy called Edward Thompson took over. So it's a Thompson B1. The Gresley did start on this, but he made it too complicated, and this guy Thompson came along and simplified it because the war was on, so it needed to be simple, it needed to be cheap and efficient and everything. And apparently it was likened to the Black Fives. There we go. And brilliant use of English there. Correct. It's the plural of Black Fives, and there's no apostrophe. Well done, Hornby. Good English, 10 out of 10. Which is more than can be said for Bachmann. If we just have a look at a locomotive that's going to be reviewed in about 3 or 4 weeks' time, Bachmann think that you need an apostrophe wherever there's an S. Which is wrong. Really, really wrong. Oh, it really gets to me. It really winds me up. Look, it's dead simple. Okay? Watch. I like Class 37s. That's fine. Absolutely fine. I like Class 37s. Wrong! Wrong. Do not need an apostrophe when you're talking about the plural of something. You don't. So well done, Hornby, for getting that right. Top marks. I'm impressed. And it doesn't end there. The entire piece of text is absolutely brilliant. It gives you loads of information, and I literally didn't know anything about this class until I bought the box and read about it, and then I looked it up online and I thought, yeah, this is beautiful. And I must admit, I do like the way I do like the way the boiler is completely flat. It's completely horizontal. It's completely level all the way along. which is something the Black 5s haven't got, because as you know, the Black 5 is a tapered boiler. It's quite big and fat up the firebox end, and then it tapers down towards the smoke box. And I like that. I think it's neat. So yeah, we're going to have to open it up and have a look at it, aren't we? Okay, so really easy packaging. As I say, it's this block of ice type of design, and it seems to be very common. It's very popular now. Loads of models coming out with it. Ah, my arch nemesis, the DCC jacket. There's loads of new viewers and new subscribers that don't know why I hate these so much. Basically, the DCC jackets are put in only by Hornby. I don't know anybody else that does them, unless you can correct me, but I'm not aware of anybody else that gives you a DCC jacket. And they put them in so that you put the chip inside them, basically. You wrap them around the chip, and it insulates the chip from the rest of the locomotive, and it's supposed to protect it and keep it safe and everything like that. But what's so crazy is that when you buy a DCC chip, it comes with some instructions that say, you know, don't let the chip overheat. And this is going to make it overheat. So there's no need for them. In fact, what's quite good is that you can cut them up, because they're very good insulators. You can cut them up with scissors and then use little bits of these DCC jackets when you're chipping a locomotive to insulate different parts of the locomotive, or to insulate your wiring and stuff. That's a really good use of them. I don't recommend using them for anything else. There's no need. If you are worried about the chip being insulated from the rest of the chassis, just use a sticky pad. Honestly, just get a little foam sticky pad and put it on the bottom of the chip, and then put it onto the locomotive, or the chassis, the boiler, wherever you put it, it'll be fine. You don't need one of those. Honestly, I've chipped, 50, 60 locomotives now, and I've never needed one. I've never had a problem. So, right, moving on. Instructions. Oh, look at this. Thompson B1 class. Oh, new instructions. I love it. I get so excited when we've got something new. Some new instructions to go in my folder. Yeah, I probably need to get out a little bit more. And it's the typical set of instructions. We're used to this. Now, lubrication. This is really helpful. You see those little red dots? That's where you put the oil, and you only need a tiny bit, people. I cannot stress that enough. Tiny little dabs, okay? That's all you need. Otherwise, it'll go everywhere. It'll get all over the rails. It will be absolute hell on earth. It really will be terrible for you. Okay, accessories. Yes, we've got quite a few accessories, I think. Yes, just look at all of that. Whoa, a whole ton of ice just fell onto the conservatory. I thought it was all melted by now. Never mind. How to remove the body, always useful. It's usually just a case of taking a few screws out and then very carefully but firmly taking the chassis away from the body. To remove the assembly, to remove the electrical is that putting it together? Yeah. It's got a close coupling mechanism, just like the Midland compound we looked at the other day. This has a close coupling mechanism. So if you are running it on really gentle curves, you can have the tender dead close to the locomotive. Or maybe you're just going to put it on display and actually do nothing with it. And again, if you're going to do that, I really don't like you, but if you're going to do that, then you can make it look dead realistic. But it's nice for the option to be there. That's really thoughtful. Oh, look, again, DCC sound. We can kit the tender out with a loudspeaker and a DCC sound chip if we want to. I'm tempted. I wouldn't want loads of sound locomotives all going off at once, because that would just be a din. It would be an absolute mess. But I think the odd locomotive here and there is definitely something good. Maybe something to do in the future, hey? And then what's that on the back? Oh yeah, of course, where to put the brake rods. The brake rods, yeah. Television suppression. It incorporates, is that the little capacitor it means that straddles the motor? Yeah, we don't really need that capacitor anymore. Modern TVs don't suffer from it, not like they did. Anyway, so instructions to one side. Get the packaging out of view. Come on, let's be professional. Right, let's slide off this sleeve, and then oh, hang on, yeah, of course. Look at all these accessories. Oh, actually, no, this is there's 2 bags. So this is the first bag, and no, they are definitely steps. Yeah, footsteps. Look at those, and they look like couplings. Very realistic ones, with a nice little set of instructions just for them. Very, very thoughtful. And here we have some piping, and some vacuum tubing, and some brake rods, and a coupler. What looks like a NEM coupler to me. Ah, brilliant. Excellent. Quality. Really, really good. Don't let anybody ever say that Hornby can't turn out a good steam locomotive, or turn out a good model. This is beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Just, oops, get lost. Just look at this. There we go. Look at her. Isn't she absolutely beautiful? Look at the livery. Look at that gorgeous matte finish. Absolutely beautiful matte finish with red stripes. It's such a contrast, and it's so neat. Look at that. It's so well done. There's no blemishes or marks or scratches or misprints anywhere. The smoke box doesn't open, unlike a lot of Bachmann locomotives, but you know, to be honest, I don't think we can mark it down for that, can we? There's metal sprung buffers. Oh yes. Front and rear. Look, there we go. There's the NEM pocket, and there is the slimline NEM coupling, the small tension lock there. There's some vacuum tubing already on the back, I see, so I guess these holes at the front are for us to fit the vacuum tubing to the front. There again, another NEM socket. So basically, can you tell me then, were these the LNER's version of the Black 5? Is that true? Were these basically the LNER's Black 5? Because if they were, then they can do shunting, can't they? And if they can, I might put the coupling in the front there and actually get her doing some shunting work. Yeah, let's get her working hard. Come on, she's got to earn her money. Now, we haven't looked at the cab yet. Oh, wow. Look at that cab. That's beautiful. It's not quite as impressive as the Midland compound we looked at yesterday, but it's really good. It's flaming close. Get it? Flaming? Firebox? Oh, forget it. That's really, really nice. I do like that a lot. This is gorgeous. Is that removable? No, it doesn't look it. I've noticed this happening a lot. Have you noticed? Since they've started making tenders the place for the chips and the loudspeakers, the coal loads on the top have been fake and they've been really hard to remove. I've noticed that. Have you noticed that? I've noticed that happening a lot. I can't get over that cab though. Just look at that. Look, even the little seats. That is just beautiful. Oh, can you imagine that lit up? Like with one of those special LED the special LEDs that flicker. Wow, that would be beautiful. If somebody has done that, please let me know, because I'd love to see a video of that again. Yeah, she's gorgeous. Honestly, I mean, when it comes to detail, and it comes to weight, and it comes to quality, so far she's pretty much on par with the Midland compound, and she was less than half the price. Well, no, that's not right. She wasn't less than half the price. She was about half the price, and that's quite something, isn't it? The Midland compound is about 120, 130, and this locomotive here is about 60, 70. Yeah, so I think you'll agree that that's something definitely to think about. And just look at well, I was going to say look at the size of that chimney, but it doesn't look like it goes very deep, and so it might be quite hard to fit a smoke generator to that. Beautiful cylinders here, and look at that linkage. Look at the driving rod and the connecting rods. They're beautiful. It's just magnificent. It's just a quality model. It's absolutely beautiful. I know Bachmann do a B1 too, but it's not as good. No, it's not as good. It's a little bit older though, so we've got to, we've got to be fair. It's not as new as this. But if you want a B1, it's going to have to be a Hornby. I will look at the Bachmann B1 when I can. I will do one, I promise. I absolutely promise. And I'll do a really good video on the two of them and compare them. But look at this. Absolutely stunning. Really, really heavy, gorgeous wheels, a quality model, excellent livery application, detail all over the place. Absolutely all over the place. So much, you've got to be careful. You've got to be careful. I've got to be so gentle. Right, we need to put her on the layout and see how she performs. Okay, thank you for joining me over at the layout, again with the world's most famous piece of skirting board. In fact, I need to print off a sign for that. Someone did me a sign ages ago on Twitter, and then emailed it me, and I need to print it off and do that. I promise I will. Okay, here we are with the Thompson B1 by Hornby. Absolutely beautiful. It's very rare that I get dead excited about a model, like really excited, but this does do that to me. I got so excited the moment it came, and I opened it up straight away and had a look at it and took photos of it and put photos on Facebook and everything. It's just so beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. And she was a bargain. An absolute bargain. I cannot get over how detailed she is for how much money she's cost. It's just unreal. She's DCC ready, as we know, but she's currently DC. So the layout is in DC mode. Just switch the DC controller on. I will detail her up. I will put the brake rods on and the coupling and the vacuum pipes and stuff. I'll do that at another time. I won't make a video on it, but I will do that in the future. Right, now I have no idea how well she runs, if she runs at all. I'm really hoping that her performance is good. I really am, because she's so beautiful, and I love the name Rodeer. And apparently they were nicknamed bongos. Is that right? I think that's what my notes said. I'll just check. But yeah, it says that they were nicknamed bongos. I can't believe that's the case, but if it's true, yeah, please let me know. Right, okay, let's give her a little bit of a wiggle, just to check that she works okay. Oh yes, she does. Yeah, she's running absolutely fine. That's brand new. She's never ran before. What you just saw is the first time that all of this has moved, unless it was tested at the factory or something. Although I don't think they do that. I think they've got much more better things to do than to test every single model. Okay, she's going to need running in then. Right, I'll select a running in speed of about 11 o'clock on the Hornby controller, and we'll get her running in. Yeah, that's nice. That's really nice. Really smooth. I'm not disappointed. I'm not. I'm so relieved. Just look at this. Isn't this nice? How beautiful is she running? Considering she's brand new. She's running in. She's been running now for a total of about 5 minutes, and just look how beautiful that is. I did tell a little bit of a porky about the running in speed though. If we just glance at the DC controller, we can see that it's actually at 12 o'clock, not 11 o'clock. I don't know if it's something to do with her motor or the ratios of the gearing inside, but we needed to go to about 12 o'clock actually to get her to run really well. 11 o'clock was a little bit too slow. The power setting was a little bit low, so I've taken it up to 12 o'clock and she seems fine with that. and I'm fine with that, you know, whatever she needs basically. But she's just gorgeous. I can't get over it. I can't believe how good she is for the money she cost. That's the thing. 70 quid, I think she was. It's either 60 or 70. Absolute bargain. Okay, she's finished running in now, I think. She's spent a good 45 minutes going in the forward direction and a good 45 minutes going in reverse. So we can actually open her up now and just see how quickly she can go. Here we go. Let's see how fast she can go. Oh, brilliant. It's such a good motor. I really am impressed with the performance. I was so worried that, you know, the motor wouldn't be very good, but that's excellent. Now what about slow speed performance? Bear in mind she's DC, so it's not going to be incredible. Actually, for DC, that's really good. Once she's chipped, that should be absolutely perfect. What can I say? I'm blown away. I'm just so happy. Not just because it's a Hornby locomotive and it's still exquisite, but because it was such a bargain. I just love it. I really, really do love it.